We live, child. It's your girl, Jasmine Nicole. Welcome and welcome back to Wait with Jazz. Good morning. Good morning on this wonderful holiday Saturday, tapping into the holiday break. Y'all know I had to come in, check in. Check in on what's been going on, the big back activity that has occurred as a result of the Thanksgiving holiday. Let's get into it, y'all. I'm waiting on y'all to trickle in. This is a morning live. This is a beautiful morning in the background, y'all. Isn't it? Isn't it? But this is a live that I planned on coming through just to check in on folks. I know some people, had some anxiety and trying to figure out how to approach the holidays on GLP1 medications. For those of you who do not know, I am on GLP1 medications. I used to be on Zepbound, and now I'm currently on tirzepatide compound as a 7.5 milligram. And I currently split the dose as I'm in maintenance. So I was 284 pounds before Zepbound. I lost 115 pounds naturally through intermittent fasting, OMAD, which is something I still practice today, and running, heavy cardio. I still do cardio today too, but I incorporate more weight training in addition. So I lost that. However, I still is trying to figure out how to get the rest of the weight off, y'all. So I lost the remaining 40 plus pounds with Zepbound. And that also allowed me to stabilize my metabolism and just gain a better understanding of food and really reach the level of accomplishment to lose the weight that I've lost and be able to actually retain some muscle. So I am forever grateful for that. It has changed my life. So, at this point, I'm in maintenance. I'm at 124 pounds at this time. So, I went from 284 to 124 pounds. How about that, right? But this is post-Thanksgiving check-in. Those who missed my live, hopefully you'll check in on the live later on with the playback. I'm hoping you guys had a great Thanksgiving. And this is Saturday, so this is really tapping into the Thanksgiving holiday weekend, okay? So that means that's potential for the big back activities to continue. Not just from Thursday, but going into Friday, going into Saturday, going to Sunday. So, we looking at folks on a 4-day bid. So I want to talk about how to approach post-Thanksgiving, right? So we had Thanksgiving with family, friends, an array of all types of food, primarily carb-focused, fat-saturated foods, because that's just what makes it so beautiful. It's not full of meats. You have your main meat, you may have your turkey, your ham, you may have fish, right? The whole layout. Then you have your breads, and then you have the whole buffet of carbs, macaroni salad, potato salad, macaroni and cheese, mashed potatoes for some. I know people try to equate that to non-black, but some black folks still have mashed potatoes on the table, white rice. It's carb city for Thanksgiving. It's carb city, from the regular carbs to the carbs in the pies, the bundt cakes, and all of that. Upside down pineapple cake. So you talking about thousands of calories. You can easily accomplish 3,500 calories of a pound on Thanksgiving just with eating the sweets and some carbs, okay? So we typically know what the plate game is like. What was your plate game like on Thanksgiving? Was it fully loaded or was it moderately loaded? And did you take your time, let your food digest in accordance to the GLP1? And did you go for seconds? Or did you skip GLP1 for the holiday? Did you skip your injection for the week and just said, I want to be prepared for the holiday? Because I know some people did do that, okay? They took, cause listen, people take pride in Thanksgiving. People really appreciate Thanksgiving and they prepare for it weeks at a time, ahead of time, okay? It's my mom, head of time, everything in order, list, organization, all of that, pre-planning, who coming, make sure food is enough to cover everybody, drinks, everything. So with all of this planning, how are you planning your plates? That's my question. Now, being on a lower dose in maintenance, that kind of offered a little bit more fluctuation with food intake. But had my dose been up there on 7.5, like say I was on the full 7.5 dose and not a split dose, I think my experience with eating Thanksgiving may not be as memorable because your appetite is suppressed, and then you're going to have to really focus on just socializing with your family only and not socializing and indulging in the goodies. See, if you're on the therapeutic dose with GLP-1, I'm kind of interested to know, how did that affect you with consuming different types of food at Thanksgiving? Because we do know that GLP-1 medication, from firsthand experience myself, it causes side effects. It causes gastric discomfort when you consume the wrong thing. When you consume too much of a saturated fat food, a cake, something with too much sugar, you'll start to become nauseous. This happened when I ate 1 spoonful of Chessman banana pudding. I wanted it so bad. I had 7.5 in me. I took a spoonful of Chessman banana pudding and I already felt nausea coming. So I want to know how this affected y'all, the medication. Were you really able to live your best life with plates on Thanksgiving on GLP-1 medication, or did you have to kind of tap out? Because other than that, I really don't see the level of enjoyment there if you are on such a therapeutic dose, which prevents you from really filling your plate the way you want to. So more than likely, you're taking a plate home. And then how does that, and then, we're going to go into that, especially in Black households. How does that affect the rest of the folks in the family? You're on GLP-1 medication. You can't indulge in the food that typically your folks don't indulge in like that. You know how your folks get it in. Plate stacking, eating, no GI upsets. How do you maneuver socially in that? And your plate in comparison to theirs? You're going to get comments. You're going to get comments on why your plate is as light as it is compared to someone else's plate, and it's Thanksgiving. I've heard them. I've heard these remarks. Like, ooh, girl, you need to put a little bit more on that plate. How you deal with that, y'all? You got family members who want to put their extra 2 cents in on the way you look. I think that's the reason why some people avoid going, or let's say staying too long at family events for Thanksgiving and other food related events, especially those who are in a certain type of lifestyle. If you're in a fitness lifestyle and you pay attention to how you eat and how you look, and you look good and you're healthy, but you still want to go in and socialize with your family, but you don't want to pick up negative vibes because you choose not to eat certain things that they choose to eat. So it's like you are already facing societal issues within your own family at Thanksgiving. Anytime you come around your family with money, at least not with money in regard to food from a holiday, this is my experience, okay? There's always family making a comment about how you look. It's like people waiting for you to come in looking big as a house so they can make a comment on you looking big. Oh, you didn't gain weight, you didn't got fat. This how my black folks talk, y'all. All right? Or you done came in and got trimmed, and they like, you lost too much weight. We need to come make you a plate. Come get a plate now. You know, try to make funny mockery out of your lifestyle. But when in reality, you are the prime example that people should be following, to be honest with you. You're at your event, you know how to eat and socialize, but your plate is not as hefty as somebody else's plate. And that can make someone feel a little uncomfortable, and it makes them throw some little side angle comments at your way, you know. Because whether you believe it or not, people look at your plate and they look at theirs. And it causes some type of reflection on themselves. This is 100% tea. No matter if no one to tell you this, these are facts. Subliminally, people will look at your plate and low-key look at their plate. And they'll feel some type of way about their plate. So I'm here for it to be that type of influence, because that needs to be there in the black community. We need to be more portionate cognizant. We need to be calorie cognizant. We need to stop piling up our plates, because I was a victim of that too before. Previous Thanksgivings, I'm making the plate heavy as heck. Why is this plate so heavy? Why do I got all of this on my plate? Like, this was before my weight loss journeys. You know what I'm saying? I'm sucked into that same mindset that most of us black women or black people are sucked in. Overconsumption of food at holiday, as if the food is going somewhere. Then we're taking plates home. Not even plates, we're taking styrofoam containers home. Okay? That's a red flag right there. So Thanksgiving isn't done that day. You're taking Thanksgiving home for the next day, the next day, and the next day. So the big backing continues. So you're stacking calories from Thanksgiving Day to after Thanksgiving to the next day until Sunday, and then Monday you back at work. How much weight you think you done gained? I know y'all done weighed yourself before y'all ate that first plate. You weighed yourself on Thanksgiving. Did you weigh yourself after? I'm interested to see. Did you weigh yourself after? And did you get into the gym the day after Thanksgiving? Y'all, listen, I love y'all, but I'm still here to be an accountability coach as I hold myself accountable, y'all. Y'all know why I'm on this channel. This is Weight with Jazz. Weight with Jazz is, I'm here to be accountable for myself, check my own big back activity, and check your big back activity too. We all in this together. We all trying to be great. All right, we're trying to be great. We trying to have muscle tone. You know what I'm saying? We trying to build here. And you can't build if you continue to practice big back activity. That's just what that is. Thanksgiving, no, I don't want to say Thanksgiving is just big back activity. It's fun activity, but it can spiral out of control if you don't bring it in, if you don't come in with a plan to have one plate. You know what I mean? Maybe take a plate home, and if you take a plate home, let it be marginal. You know, pay attention to the proteins on your plate. Make sure you are prioritizing protein and still prioritizing greens. You got collard greens on deck and string beans for the most part. Pile that up. Then go in with the mac and cheese, the macaroni salad, the yams that have an entire bag of sugar poured into it, and more. The things that you eating, you need to kind of go in the plan and marginalize it on your plate, because no matter what, you still gonna come out with some gains, and that's okay. It's just about, are you going to continue the Thanksgiving gains from Thanksgiving to post Thanksgiving, because you want to keep eating the food? At what point are we going to like discard the Thanksgiving food and go back to regular eating? For me, 2 plates, I'm pretty much good. After 2 days of tapping into it, I don't want it anymore. I don't need it anymore. I don't need to continue to stack those calories into my body. And then I'm not exercising either. Like, so if you're stacking these Thanksgiving calories, and then you're not exercising the next day, you're not at least burning 400 or 500 calories to try to sustain a balance, then that surplus is going to hit, and you're going to gain weight. This is why I did a Facebook post, and I did a post on YouTube, encouraging you guys. I don't know if you've seen it, fellowship. As we indulge with our family and friends, do not lose sight of the calories you are consuming just because it's Thanksgiving. Don't lose sight of your goals, because easily through this holiday, this is a trifecta holiday, y'all. So it starts with Thanksgiving, and then it goes into Christmas, and then it goes into New Year's. So that's trifecta. You dealing with 3 different holidays that are pretty much simultaneously going into each other, that are boggled with food, drinks, and spirits. So the holiday pretty much is set up for you to gain weight. But are you going to allow it to have you gain the weight? Or are you going to be on your stair stepper when you get home? You see what I'm saying? This is why I condition myself the way I do. Y'all might think I'm crazy or over excessive. To each his own, but I know the lifestyle that I've created for myself delivers dividends. It delivers results, and it helps me keep my body under control through consistency. So I'm not going to stop my systems of practice. I'm keeping them forever. And as long as you're following me, you're going to see the benefits in which it does to my body. And I hope that you continue to do it for yourself. Because I'm telling you now, exercise gives me an unlimited amount of energy. Like, I feel wonderful this morning. Y'all, I got on this screen. It was dark as ever outside. Look at the sun coming through. I'm feeling great. But anyway, back to that. Stair stepper, bike, got a gym downstairs. Even if you're not set up in that type of dynamic, this is why it was important for me to get into this type of lifestyle. So there's no excuse for me to not pursue fitness, because I got fitness sitting all around me. I got a gym downstairs. There's no excuse. I got a Proform bike. I need to put my screen back on it. But I got a Proform bike. No excuse. I got a stair stepper that I can burn 600 calories on in 60 minutes. There's no excuse. I got weights. So there's never an excuse for me when it comes to physical fitness of any level, whether I go downstairs or here. And that's what is important for consistency and longevity. If you want to continue to maintain physical fitness, a look, you're going to have to exercise. You're going to have to exercise. It doesn't work like that for everybody. You got to exercise. So even with these holidays that come about, like I got a vacation coming up. Holla, wagwan, your chick going to Jamaica. Yes, 3 times, man, 3. My systems of practice is going to stay. And it's going to be a solo trip this time. Hey! I'm vlogging, y'all. I'm stepping into different bounds on this channel, hoping y'all follow. I will be vlogging, taking my day ones with me. Y'all gonna have some dinner with me. I'm gonna be live in Jamaica. So I'm hoping to see y'all on live with me, because this is gonna be my first solo trip. Okay, it's gonna be fun. But anyway, you see how I just go off on a tangent and completely lose where I was. So I'm going to keep the same systems and practice in place, just like I do while I'm home and going to other people's events. But I do understand I got to separate myself sometimes from the crowd, because the people that you are involved with may not be comfortable or in line with the way you live your life. And this is why I made a video about separate myself from those, who can't handle my lifestyle fitness. And that pertained to my partner. He couldn't handle my lifestyle fitness. He was trying to get in the way of it. And I don't want anyone getting in the way with what I'm trying to do with my body. So that became a problem. Coming into the social scene with your friends love you, but in low key, if you can't get dirty with them like that, you may end up finding yourself in a dilemma with your friends. Thanksgiving, everybody's drinking, stuff, eating. And if you're not like going back for a second plate and wrapping up plates, or if your plate just look regular and healthily skim like my plates look, I got a little bit of this and a little bit of that. I'm just tasting off of it. That's all I'm doing. I'm just tasting off of it. Because most of the time, you don't got what I eat. I'm pescatarian, so I'm not eating turkey. I'm not eating any other meat. But if you have fish, I'll eat the fish. But most people don't even have that. Most in the black households most of them don't have the accommodation of fish for the pescatarians. And don't mess around and be vegan, which I tried. There's never vegan options for me and my family. So this is why I always bring my own stuff. So if I do go to an event, I'm going to bring what I know I can eat. And that's just how that has to go, so I can maintain my lifestyle. Because other than that, you go according to what other people eat and what they prepare, you are going to offset your fitness goals, because you're going to end up going home inflamed. But nevertheless, those are some of the social struggles that you come across dealing with holiday get-togethers with family, if you are on a weight loss journey, okay? Or you're trying to maintain your weight, or you in body recomposition. Like, you just in a whole different mindset. In the black community, it just seems like that is so frowned upon. Like, you get really low-key sides, puncture comments like, dang, that comment hit me in the side. My God rest my soul. God rest her soul, my grandmother. I love her, okay? But, grandmas got it hard, always have it hard on you. They, no filter. Grandmothers have no filter. They say what's on their mind. They'll tell you fat. Oh, you got fat. Like, in some black communities, you gotta come in with a hard stomach. Like, don't be too sensitive. And I've always been the sensitive female. I was always that sensitive, overweight, obese girl. Sit in the corner, quiet. Hungry, eating a little salad. Like, I knew that I needed to eat salad. I definitely wasn't trying to eat anything I wasn't trying to eat. But anytime I still would eat, people still got to look at me eating. So then it make me not want to eat in public. Even my grandmother. I'm like, do I have to be looked at? Does somebody have to make a comment on the food that's on my plate? Or does somebody have to make a comment that I'm slim now? You know what I'm saying? Or does somebody have to make a comment that I gained weight? When do we learn as a people that weight comments are inappropriate? Like, as couth, as etiquette, just a standard formality of being etiquette, right? Men don't bring up women's weight, right? So why should women bring up women's weight? This is what I understand. Men don't just openly start talking about a woman's weight. To a woman, it's offensive. The same should apply for a woman. A woman should not just openly talk about another woman's weight. It's offensive. It causes discomfort. And this is what people identify as toxicity. Toxicity, and reasons why they stay in their own lane. They stay out of the lane of their peoples. They don't go to holiday events, or if they go, they stop in, hey, and be out. Because of the level of offense that they can receive. And it can be harmful, but it can still cause harm to the person that you're aiming the darts at. I know personally, I don't want to hear it. So this is why I sat back on Thanksgiving this year. And that's primarily because my mother and my immediate family is in Virginia, and I decided not to travel. So I just, communicated with them. I wanted to take a break. I didn't want to do the whole Thanksgiving thing this year. I actually wanted to just be me. And I think there's nothing wrong with that. I feel like as a society, we think that we have to encompass ourselves with tons of people. And me being an introvert with social extrovert tendencies, being alone sometimes is okay. And sometimes what I want, you know, to unwind, to process whatever I need to process, to get my thoughts together for the next move or the next project. You know what I mean? To not have to answer to people, but answer to me. To not be on anybody's other agenda but my own or itinerary. So just being able to do you. I was okay with being solo this holiday. And when I was on YouTube, I think I saw a couple videos of people making mockery of folks alone on holiday. I'm like, why is that a mockery? Just because you are alone on a holiday does not mean you are lonely. Let's make that clear. You are not alone. In the way women are going in this direction, sweetie, we okay. We are just fine because females are doing 4B, AKA for me, moving in my direction. And if I feel like an environment may be too toxic for me, I'm not going to participate in that environment for me. It's about my mental health and what makes me feel better. So although Thanksgiving is a wonderful holiday that I love spending it with my family. I would have been in Virginia any otherwise, but I just decided to sit this one down. I may be there next year, but you know, as I'm grown, 36 going on 37, I've accomplished a lot in my life. I work hard, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I work hard within my profession every day. I work hard in the gym every day. You know what I'm saying? I work hard in my side gig, Grubhub and Lyft, all the things. I work hard. I make things happen. So if I feel like I need to sit back and retire and just be me on a holiday, it shouldn't be nothing wrong with that. I just want to be me. But I wanted to check in with you guys to see how y'all was big backing. So I hope when somebody does the replay, chime in and let me know how your Thanksgiving experience was this year. Let me know what happened, you know. Was it drama? Because y'all know it's always drama. That's one thing I do miss sometimes, y'all. And that sounds bad. It's the Thanksgiving drama, you know. People coming in, got stuff to say. Somebody is annoyed with Cousin Tisha. Uncle Early didn't messed up somebody's tire. Anyway, look. It'd be a whole lot of shenanigans on Thanksgiving that I do miss. We'll call it toxic shenanigans. But I had to just pull myself back this Thanksgiving, y'all. So I gave y'all that video about obesity story time, which more series are coming on with that. But that's pretty much it, y'all. I stayed in. I did me. I recorded content. I floated around. I took my dog out. You know what I'm saying? I worked out, of course, because that's just a non-negotiable. Like, I feel like if I don't work out, my whole demeanor is shot. I really do. So, y'all, pray for me on that. But I have to have a physical fitness every morning. So, but other than that, I felt good. Was I worried about having a Thanksgiving meal? No, really wasn't. I really, really wasn't, y'all. So, I mean, I had food all up in my house. So I was fed. I made meals. I ate healthy. You know, like I felt good. And I just sat back and was like, I really arrived. Because forever I've always been a person that needs to be validated by being in the presence of other company. Hear that again. Forever. I had to always be validated by being in the presence of somebody's company. So if a holiday come up, I'm chasing, running. Who's available? Who am I going to be around? Oh, I'm going to be alone. Oh my God. What am I going to do? No, y'all. I have evolved with time, experience, and development, honey. When you get to know yourself and you do everything for yourself, honey, it ain't that. It's not a disappointment. I would love to come see my family, come see me, but other than that, I see you the next time around. But I wish you guys happy holiday. Well, the rest of the holiday. I think this is Saturday. We're going into, yeah, Sunday. So this holiday bit, the first part is almost over. So I'm wishing you guys happy celebrations for the remaining of the holiday to occur. Enjoy. I know it's probably activities going on with your family. You might have some outdoor events doing. Do your thing. Have fun. Never lose sight of your weight. Never lose sight of that plate, y'all. I'm going to see you in the next video. Be real.